Welcome to the College Investor Audio Show, where we talk about the biggest issues impacting millennial money, from student loan debt to side hustles to building wealth. We will show you how to get out of debt so that you can build real wealth for the future.
This is a show for the overachievers, the go-getters, the early tax filers. Yes, it is one of the most pressing questions in the life of an early tax filer. When can I expect my tax refund to come? And that is our show today. Thanks so much for stopping by. So before e-filing, this was always difficult to predict. First, you had to mail in your return. Then someone inputs all your information, and later computers scanned that information. Then the Treasury had to issue a check, which was then mailed to you. Now, with a free IRS e-file, you can get your refund in as little as 8 days from when you file, if you elect for direct deposit. For 9 out of 10 taxpayers, the IRS issued refunds in less than 21 days from the date the return was received last year. The IRS has not announced when it will start accepting tax returns in 2023, but based on past years and our experience, we are estimating that the IRS will open e-file on January 23rd of 2023. However, a lot of tax programs do allow you to file early, and some lucky filers even get accepted into test batches with the IRS. The tax deadline is Tuesday, April 18th, 2023. That's weird, but April 15th is a Saturday, and Monday, April 17th is Emancipation Day, so the deadline gets moved to the next business day, Tuesday, April 18th, 2023. The IRS does not release a calendar, but continues to issue guidance that most filers should receive their refund within 21 days. They also remind filers that many tax software programs allow you to submit your taxes before the start of tax season. However, these software programs don't e-file until the IRS opens their system. There's a few minor exceptions, and that's for testing. Also, you're legally allowed to mail in your 2022 tax return starting on January 1st, 2023. However, if you mail in your return, you're going to expect to add at least 12 weeks to your processing time, and that's at the low end. Make sure you understand all of the tax deadlines, and you can see all of them at thecollegeinvestor.com. But we also put together an IRS Where's My Refund FAQ and questions for common issues people are seeing this year. There's tons of stuff right inside this article at thecollegeinvestor.com. All right, so for early filers, you're going to see a delay in your refund. Typically, this happens every year. We're hoping that this will likely not be as much of an issue this year because of minimal tax code changes. Hallelujah. But we could see some curveballs. Never know. Remember, Congress passed a law that requires the IRS to hold all tax refunds that include the Earned Income Tax Credit, EITC, and Additional Child Tax Credit, ACTC, until February 15, 2023, regardless of how early the tax return was filed. So, if you file on the very first day, you might still be waiting until February 15th for your refund. The IRS typically provides updates with direct deposit dates, assuming there are no other problems with the tax returns. We expect the actual first direct deposits to arrive the first week of February, similar to previous years. The goal of this is to cut down on fraud and give the IRS time to ensure no duplicate returns are filed. The trouble is, the IRS will hold your entire refund, not just the EITC or ACTC part. I prefer ACDC anyway, you know what I mean? When you do get your refund, though, don't let it go to waste. Make sure you put it in a high-yield savings account ASAP as possible, as Michael Scott would say. Save your tax return. If you're looking to get your tax return faster, check out Go2Bank, G-O, the letter 2? No, the number 2 bank, which allows faster money deposits from the government, whether tax refunds or future stimulus checks. You can potentially receive your government payment several days earlier than you normally would. You can open up a Go2Bank account really easy. It's at thecollegeinvestor.com. Also, you can check out our list of banks that will allow you to get your refund a few days early. While getting your tax refund is exciting, consider saving it in one of the top savings accounts we have, or you can just check out Discover Bank Savings. They actually have a $200 bonus if you open up your first account by December 15th, 2022 online, by phone, or in the Discover app using the code TCI for the college investor, so TCI 922. TCI 922. But you have to apply for this by December 15th to get your $200 bonus and fund the account within 30 days of opening it. Plus, you also have to complete the qualifying activities within 30 days of opening, and then you'll get your bonus. You can check out the Discover savings as well at thecollegeinvestor.com. I know I'm saying that a lot today, but there's a lot of cool stuff going on right now. All right, now let's take a look at the 2023 IRS refund schedule. We have a chart of when you can expect your tax refund for when the return was accepted, based on e-filing, of course. This is an estimate based on what we've seen in the past, but based on past information, it does seem accurate for about 90% of taxpayers. And of course, you can see this beautiful chart laid out so wonderfully at thecollegeinvestor.com. How boring would it be if I read all of the dates? So I'm not going to do that today. Which leads us to our next question. What if you file a tax extension in 2023? If you file an extension, you can extend your tax deadline until October 16th of 2023. But remember, if you choose to file an extension, you're still required to pay any taxes you might owe by the April deadline. If you're expecting a refund, it doesn't really matter, but you still need to file to claim your refund. Now let's talk about real quick how to track your refund. The IRS has multiple ways that you can track your refund. The main ways to track are IRS 2Go with the number 2 again, IRS 2Go app, or check my refund status online, just kind of Google that, or just by calling the IRS. That's always fun. Quick note, the old Where's My Refund site is now simply called Check My Refund Status on the IRS webpage. It's essentially the same tool. First, it starts with your tax software, tax preparer, or your paper refund. Once you submit it, the IRS receives it. To confirm the IRS receives it, you'll see the accepted message in your tracking software. When you see your tax refund was accepted, all that means is that it passed a basic test of having a valid Social Security number and other data. It doesn't mean anything except that it's just in the IRS queue for processing. Your 21-day average starts from this point in time. If you filed before the IRS started accepting e-file submissions, your 21-day processing time starts from the IRS start date. On that 21-day mark, you should either see a message that says approved or take action. If you're approved, you should have a date and see your direct deposit in your account within a few days of that date, depending on your bank. If you see a take action message, you might be subject to a tax offset or some other issue is found. We have some common issues that you can check out, again, at thecollegeinvestor.com. We have a link right to the IRS website. But here's an important notice for tax time. Identity theft, especially around tax season, is rampant. People's credit information was stolen at Target, Home Depot, even the state of California. So now is a great time to make sure that your credit is safe. Second, now is a great time to check your credit report and make sure that there are no issues. So Credit Karma is here to help with that. You should be checking your credit at least once per year, and tax time is a great time to do it. Just a good reminder. We recommend using Credit Karma because, it's free. Plus, Credit Karma has a ton of great tools to help you improve your credit if you need to, and they can help you monitor your credit over time as well. Here are some tax refund FAQs. The most common questions around this tax refund calendar and this refund schedule. When can I expect my return? Usually, as we said earlier, 90% of filers receive their refund within 21 days. What if I filed an EITC or ACTC? If you have the Earned Income Tax Credit or Additional Child Tax Credit, your refund doesn't start processing until February 15th. Your 21-day average starts from this point. So, you can usually expect your tax refund the last week of February or first week of March. How long does it take to process the return if I sent it by mail? First of all, you're awesome for sending it by mail. If you mailed your return, allow 12 weeks for processing. Then your 21-day period starts once your tax return is in the IRS system. Now, I know what you're thinking. For all of you that still use the carrier pigeon method, don't anymore. That we don't need to do that. It's never going to get there. Just drop it in your mailbox and put up the red flag. Okay? Okay. Got it. What if I get Tax Topic 152? So Tax Topic 152 is not a virus. It's simply good news. You're getting a refund, my friend. So sit back, relax, sip on some tea, and wait for that direct deposit or check to come. I like coffee better than tea. What if I get Tax Topic 151, though? This one's kind of like a virus. That means you have a tax offset, so some or all of your refund is being garnished. We got a full guide to this problem at thecollegeinvestor.com. One of the best ways we keep track of what's happening with tax refunds during tax season is your comments and feedback. So check us out at thecollegeinvestor.com. Type in when to expect my tax refund. You'll see this article, all the resources I touched on today. There's so much more packed inside this one article. It's amazing. Plus, all the comments and feedback, which you can leave some as well. Follow us on social media. We'd love to get to know you better. You can just search for The College Investor and you'll find us everywhere. Thanks again for stopping by today, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Happy tax time, said no one ever. Until now.